So if you will, close your eyes and begin to come into the breath. Let your belly be soft, like Santa Claus, a generous belly. And feel free to just take a breath in and sigh out the day so far. Some of you came with bike riders in your way and traffic. Oh, just let it go. 3 times. Breathing in through the nose and out on the side. And then after the 3rd exhalation, begin to breathe through the nostrils. Inhaling and exhaling. And most of you are familiar with the 3-part complete yogic breath, Dirga Pranayama. And if you are familiar with that breath, come right on into it. And if you're not familiar with that breath, you can open your eyes softly, and you can bring your hands right over your navel and push your hands in just a little bit. And then as you inhale, feel the belly poking out into your hands. And then when you're ready, exhaling and feeling the belly pulling in. This is the first part of the 3-part breath. And then with the next in-breath, you can breathe into belly, and then you could bring your other hand up into the solar plexus, right up around the side ribs. And then as you exhale, start from there and go back to the belly. So we breathe into belly and middle chest. And then exhale from the middle down to the belly. And then if you had a 3rd hand, that would be handy, but you could take your bottom hand and bring it up to the upper chest, breathing into belly, middle, and upper chest, right up to the clavicles, the collarbones. And then exhale from the top, down to the middle, and down to the belly, all on one breath, in and down. Inhaling. Belly, middle, upper chest, and exhale from the top, the middle, and down to the belly. Now we'll do this for about another minute. All of these areas of the lungs together create the full, complete yogic breath. And if you'd like to bring your hands over your side ribs and push into these ribs. When you inhale, you'll feel the intercostal muscles of the ribs poking out. And it will just give you a deeper breath. Or you could even explore bringing the hand, 1 hand or 2, even to the back body. Because we're not just breathing into the front body, we're breathing into the side and the back. 3-part complete yogic breath. So keep on practicing this, knowing that fear and breath cannot live in the same place. Fear and breath cannot live in the same place. And when we have injuries, or if we're 90 years old and a little fearful about walking out in the snow, or we have an autoimmune dis-ease, there can be a lot of fear. And this breath, this 3-part breath, can always bring us back home. Now, for those of you who know the Ujjayi ocean breath, you can come into that along with this 3-part breath. And if you're not familiar with Ujjayi breath, open your eyes and you can bring your hand right up to the mouth. And with open mouth, exhale and feel warm air at your hand. And then as you inhale with open mouth, you can feel cool air at the back of the throat. So you hear that lovely sound of the sea, the ocean. But the trick is, this is a closed mouth breath. So how to turn this from an open mouth breath into a closed mouth breath. So slowly close the mouth and narrow the back of the throat, and you'll feel the narrowing in the throat of the air as it comes out, and it sounds a little like Darth Vader from Star Wars. So this is the tricky part. Can you do the 3-part breath, belly, middle, upper chest, along with this ocean sounding breath? And together, you've activated the parasympathetic nervous system, the relaxation response, and that's what we want. We don't want to walk around through our lives frightened, flight, freeze, or flight of the sympathetic nervous system, which happens often because so many of us don't know how to breathe deeply. We often just breathe up into our upper chest and we're all tight. And we lose our lung capacity. We're only using about 10% in this culture of our lung capacity. So these breaths together bring us home. Bring us back to our birthright. Three-part, complete yogic breath. So as you continue with these breaths, just for about 1 more minute, I'd like to share with you in this meditation my intention for us all today. And number 1 is to slow down. Slow down the mind, which Dirga and Ujjayi breath will do. The mind becomes enchanted by the sound. And the mind is like a puppy. It scampers across the universe in seconds, but the body is more like Eeyore, the donkey. It's just plodding on the earth. It's nice and slow. And so these breaths bring us back to body time, and mind time quiets down. And the slower we are, the more present we can be for folks who have been excluded. Our work is about including the excluded. My intention is also to bump up the joy quotient in our lives, remembering our multi-dimensional self. The 5th layer of ourselves is bliss. We have a bliss self. So let's do what we can to find it today. Another intention is to help us walk in the sandals of others who are not so fortunate. Three more breaths, in and out. Open up your ears, your eyes. Well, you can keep your eyes shut, actually. And with the eyes shut, what do you see behind them? Do you see any colors? Any squiggles? Notice the taste in your mouth. And in fact, take your tongue and just go all the way around your lower and upper lip and be really interested in what you taste. Is it sweet? Is it sour? Is it salty? Bitter? Or something in between? And notice your feet pressing into the ground. Notice your butt in the chair. Wiggle your sitting bones, your ischial tuberosities. And just be aware of the sense of touch and feeling. How do you feel with your clothing against your skin? Is it comfortable? Do you have something really soft on, or is it scratchy? Are you breathing? And notice the touch of the air around you. open up your ears to sound. And we're going to share together 3 times the sound of Om. Now this is a very beautiful vibration. And sometimes with age or different limitations, swallowing and sounding can get challenging. So really let the Om sound be a delicious vibration for your body. The body loves vibration. See if you can feel that sound all the way down to your toes, through your hands and knees and up to the crown of the head. Take a breath in. And again, inhale.